About to head out for my Saturday walk. It's one of my longer ones. It's kind of windy out there, so you might not be able to hear me after I open this door. That's where we live. It's about -2 degrees. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. We call this the mini mountain. Kids love running up it and down again. I'm wearing the mittens that I knit, and then, of course, the thing over it. The cold wind off my wrists. This is the construction site that's next to our house, which is that house right there, the window. That's the little kid's bedroom. Hello, Graham. Who else is on here? I'd wave at you, but I have my phone on, so the buttons on my phone don't work. Hello! It's a pretty typical day these days. We've had some snow days, and like, as you can see, there's some snow. But unlike the north part of Iceland, which is basically snowed in, and there have been avalanches and stuff, we just have pretty much stayed at about -2 Celsius, 1 to 2. And it's been kind of windy. Iceland. Buying a house is kind of weird. First, you make out all the countermeasures and all that stuff. And then you like come to an agreement, and then there is paperwork that you sign saying that you are purchasing the house, and that really ties in the purchase, which we did this last week. And then at that paperwork signage, there is a decent amount of money exchanged hands, but you don't get your property straight away. I mean, it all depends on what kind of deal you struck with the owner. But unlike in the States, when you sign the papers and you hand them the money, you get the actual property, you get the keys and everything. For us, that's not going to happen until April 15th at the latest. So we paid for about a fifth of the price at signing, And then we pay another 1st of February, and then we pay 2/5 on March 1st, and then we pay almost a 5th when we get the keys handed around April 15th, and then about 2 months later pay like the rest of the money, which is like a very small portion. Come on, Diane. So we have a little bit of woods over here. Woods were not like, there weren't very large trees when I was a kid. I mean, there were some here, but with global warming, these have like grown a ton. Like, we have trees everywhere now, which wasn't the case when I was a kid. This trail is just right outside of... Hi, Photo Christine. Scott, hello. Yeah, these woods are just right down the street from our house. It's nice because when it's windy, it's not so windy in here. Hey, Mandy. Welcome onto my walk. If you have any questions about my move or anything, go ahead and ask. Might as well talk while I walk. Oh, thank you, Mandy. I think so. See the mountain over there? Sort of. Somewhere in there. There's this cute little greenhouse over here that it's right by a stream. It's beautiful. Sunshine. What is this thing? I love it. Oh, it looks like a skating rink down there. It is -2, so Celsius, not Fahrenheit. So this is the cute little greenhouse. I think I'm actually going to, yes, keep going this way. Yeah, this is just down the street from my house, Mandy. I've been walking for as long as this video has been going. I don't know, maybe 6 minutes or something. Close to the house that we're purchasing too, so I'm pretty happy. It's just down the street from the apartment that we're renting right now. Oh, fallen tree, cute little cabin. Let's see if it's safe to go under this road right now. There might be a lot of ice. Oh, of course, it's morning for you Americans. Have fun. Enjoy. There's a lot of ice. Just trying not to fall on our butts. That would be preferable. Ooh, skatey. It's nice. These trails go every which way around here. It's so much fun to just explore. I love these waterfalls that I just stumble upon, and just how well I've done with all the trails around here. Anyway, on with my walk. Oh, that was frosty. Okay, time to stop. No, it's not too bad. Somebody's compost pile. Everybody wanted to see that, right? Oh, it's pretty. So thankful for the trees. I'm about to get out of there though. I have to cross this road. At least if you notice, in areas like this where if it were ice, you would fall, they put down sand so you don't slip and fall. It's pretty nice. We have little snow pushers that they go down these walking trails that are actually real walking trails. And they push snow out of the way and put the sand down to keep people safe. Kind of sucks if you fall in areas like that and hurt yourself. You can sort of see part of the mountain underneath that cloud right there. Oh, windy. This is about when I start putting my mask on, not to protect myself or others from the Rona, but to protect my face from the cold. Oof. The wind on top of like the cold just bites. Hey Heather. We're just walking. I'm answering questions if you have any. I'm about to walk down here to an artist colony. It's pretty cute. There's a little yarn store there and everything that I can walk to from my house. It's awesome. It says dead end. Not for walkers. Oh, look at these tall trees. These have grown so much. There's like really bad weather in the north of Iceland right now. My sister lives in one of the fjords there called Ólafsfjörður, and basically the roads have just been closed, so they can't leave because it's not safe. So, good thing she doesn't need to be anywhere. Oh, I love this mountain. It's kind of hard to see on this screen, but it's called Iceland. My dad's house is at the bottom, sort of over there. Let me see. That's where I spent 7 of my childhood was born there. They still own the same house I was born in. It's kind of behind another house, but you can sort of see a corner of it. You might walk past it. Oh, absolutely. My face is cold. Crows are a big thing here. They're everywhere. They're so smart. Our house that we live in is there in that area. Actually, that is right there is our house. I just walked around. here. But originally, I'll take you to see the waterfall over here. Originally, this was just a wool processing plant, I guess is what you would call it. This is how we have to keep our trash bins and recycling, because otherwise they just blow away. This is the view where they took, the farmers brought the wool in. It's a small apartment building. This is the wool shop. Let's go see the waterfall back here. It's right hidden behind these buildings. And there it is. Traffic cone got blown down in there. I think you'll be able to see my house between these houses right here. No, not really well. We'll have to walk by. You'd think that they would make this area a little bit more, you know, nicer, since there's a waterfall that tourists actually come to see back there. But this is the wool store. I'm not gonna go in right now. I'm gonna keep walking over here. Here is the Scouts building. As you can see, we don't say Boy or Girl Scouts, we just say Scouts because everyone is welcome. Here are the little elf houses. Enjoy these. Yeah, ding dong. That's so funny. So if you made it this far in this video, I applaud you. I'd be bored by now. I just decided to go the whole walk. And whoever wanted to walk with me, could. The River Vattenmal, Warm River, which runs through here, derives its name from the warm water in the river prior to the middle of the last century, when the geothermal springs in the area were harnessed to supply hot water to Reykjavik, which resulted in the river's geothermal tributes drying up. The river, the main source of which is the Lake Bjarnava, is 15 kilometers long. Today it is listed by the Nature Conservation Register as a protected area. There are many scenic hiking trails along the river, which has two small waterfalls, Álafoss and Reykjafoss. Loud music. I don't know what it's from. There's a little playground that I take the kids to on a regular basis. They actually walk all the way over here by themselves. That right there is, when it's not freezing, it's blown up into a bubble that they can jump on like a trampoline. They'll put one kid on one end and I'll jump on the other and make that kid fly. The safety concerns for children here, not the same as in the States. Yeah. Sometimes you're like, ooh, you expect a 3-year-old to do what? Anyway, my kids are so much happier than they were in the States. So you see that a lot. People with strollers. And the interesting thing is that statistically, it's more men with kids in strollers than it is women with kids in strollers. When the weather was better, I honestly was wondering where the mothers were, because it was the fathers that took all the kids swimming. It was the fathers that were taking their kids to the playground. It was the fathers that were taking the baby out for a walk. It was quite interesting. Dads are very much more involved with their children in Iceland than I feel most dads are in the States. I mean, they do get 3 months off for paternity leave by law, and they can use that at any time in the first year of the child's life. Usually they take a month at least around birth, and then often they'll wait to take the rest of it until the mom is getting to the end of her maternity leave. So they are often like at about 5 months, starting to stay home with the child by themselves. And so they really get to know that child as a baby. Jumping in his watch so I can say hi back. Somebody's having a raging party at 2 in the afternoon. Yes, Igor, we have trees. Hey, Igor, look. Mountains. Actually, I was so surprised the first summer I was back here, which was 2018. Because we'd come in the winter and you don't realize how big the trees are until they have leaves. And you just can't see as far anymore because there are trees in the way. But I was very surprised. Global warming has at least done that for Iceland. We have trees now. How are the twins treating you, Igor? We're gonna go up over the main street here, the street we call Highway 1, and we only have one. Going Diane? Going Diane? It's gonna get really windy here. Trees are gonna stop breaking the wind. Breaking wind. Here's Highway 1. as you can see, KFC is right over there. Okay, here's one of the hotels close to my house. If you ever want to come visit and stay somewhere fancy. Well, here's the bar. I mean, you have to have a bar within walking distance of your house. I mean, it might take 30 minutes to walk there, but range of product and stuff like that, so they can survive being right next door to each other. Bus stops, most of the time, the bus actually runs the way it's supposed to, but that and a few ferries are the only public transit that we have. There are no trains, trams. We do have the scooters that you can rent, but that's about it. And the scooters are a private company. One of the swimming pools I learned to swim in is down that way, and I used to go to dances in that place. That was right there. And traffic actually stops for people, pedestrians. Straito looks like. Straito is what we call the city bus. definitely not in that kind of shape. I mean, I can walk forever, but running, no. Not right now. Not in this cold. You go, people. Oh, slacker walkers over there. Soccer. There's soccer practice going on. Icelanders and soccer are pretty, like most of the world. Or at least most of Europe and South America and Africa. Oh, that's where the music was coming from. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's awesome. Let's go see what the soccer guys are doing. Or maybe it's soccer ladies. Here's a little playground. They're sort of everywhere. These tiny little playgrounds, just for fun. Looks like soccer lads. Wonder if any of my children will get bit by the soccer bug. We're not very sportsy, but I think my youngest might. He likes to run. Okay, I'm stepping on my laces here. They're playing Pour Some Sugar on Me. About to go under the highway. See, high speeds, right? Hey, Teresa. Welcome to my walk. Some local art. I think this was done by some of the high schoolers. Socrates. Direct translation of leikskole is play school. Of course, he didn't say that. I mean, It's a lot to go somewhere where everybody speaks a different language. I mean, everybody speaks English, but they're trying to make sure that he learns the language too. So he's usually in the morning, he's like, no, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. Then by the time I pick him up, he's going, no, it's not time to pick me up. I'm playing with the kids. So at first he doesn't want to. But by the end of the day, he just wants to stay longer. So it's pretty awesome. I'm glad that even though he is a little, just wants to stay home in the morning, at least he actually enjoys being there enough that he's going, no, I don't want to go home. Next time I'll walk by his preschool. Oh, a little bit of snow. Maybe we'll get some of that snow that was in the north. Fun to see the people that have popped by during my walk. It's fun. Be going over this stream this time. There's a little slide up there, but if you get on it, you can slide all the way down there. Ladies showing up for their knitting. guess that's art. Going on the art community today. More cars here than usual. Saturday. I'm ready to start heading home. Thankfully, I'm heading in that direction. I want to go a different way. Summer cabins in Mosfellsbæ was constructed in Iceland around 1930, which was one of the first forestry sites in Mosfellsbæ, which is where I live. And it has increased in area over time. Although the summer cabin was destroyed in a fire in 1950, the trees are still going strong and are among the oldest in Sign hooker. So, joining me on my morning walk. It is cold, about -2 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. And I'm on my way home. Thanks, I think so. I love it here. This town is called Mosfellsbæ, and it has all these walking trails all through this area that's wooded. And wooded areas aren't super popular here, but because, I mean, it was too cold for trees for the longest time. All these trees were like half their size when I was like late teens, but global warming has done something. Okay, so this is a typical Icelandic birch. This is what used to be around here, all over the place. As you can tell, I mean, I'm 5'10", and this is like barely, what, maybe 1.5 the height of me. And that was the most common wood here in Iceland. This was all made by man. This is all forestry. I don't think those evergreens are actually original to Iceland. Always when I walk in here, it always makes me think of how much I understand how people believed in fairies and trolls and elves. It just, the screen doesn't do it justice. There's just a feeling, and it's wonderful. Almost home. I climbed up here one day. I went off trail and then I was like, oh, the trail's up there. I don't know what that is that they built. It's not really wide enough to walk over, or some kids had fun. Sæl Irina, góðan daginn. there you can sort of see it between the houses and the clouds. There's a light snow falling. I don't think you can really see it on the screen. These areas, just, I love them. I'm so lucky. This is just steps away from my house. Okay, coming out of the wooded area. I have to go through a construction site. Not as beautiful, but true to the area. They're building a lot over here. Right? And if we want to hike mountains, they're right here. I'm partial to woods. There's something about the life in them. Icelanders are going through a cubist phase. Lots of cubes. Homes. Modern homes. Clean lines. It's too windy to really hear the water. Back at the mini mountain that like kids love to run up and see that there's the world. Jesus, it's cold. My face. House. I'm gonna walk around that over there and then go over there because I've only been walking for like an hour and 30 minutes with you guys on live for that long. So if you're joining in now and you wanted to start from the beginning, I'll save the video. It's long. Maybe you can speed through it. Are you? That's my kid's school right there with the red thing on the side. It's still under construction and I'm about to get blown over. Whoa! As you can see, the crane is right there. top and first through 7th grade right now on the bottom. My oldest is in 7th grade. Since it's a new school, they will raise the grade with them and up until 10th grade. So it's supposed to be 1 through 10th grade. Okay. Still going up. City bus. Somebody doesn't clean up after their dog. This wind here. And that's the building we live in. That apartment right up there. Oh, that makes good noise. Go new routes, different parts of Iceland, and just do. Let's unlock the door. Mailbox. It's a new building. They still have like tape for numbers and stuff. It's interesting. We're the first people to live in the apartment that we're renting. Alright, you followed me home. There's a lot of boots and stuff. So we were walking out there, we went all the way over there, and then we came back different routes. Alright, thanks for following me around, walking with me this morning. Until next time.